Angle ABD. I think that's where you have to specify because now I'm confused or now A3 will guy.
No,
I think even when answering this, you have to say
I've been more specific. I said angle A4. That's like being more beyond specific. I specified the angle. I'm saying angle A4, ne? Which is between tangent and the chord. I've chosen my chord to be AD in this case. And this is my tangent.
okay.
I get ke bolela ka gape go bolela ka tan chord o swantse o bone angle between the tangent and the chord. Let's take our chord in this case to be AD. Ne? Let's take the chord in this case to be AD. Do you see it? Do you see that AD is a chord?
Mm.
Do you see AE is a tangent? AE, do you agree that is a tangent? Do you agree with angle A4 is the angle between tangent and chord?
Yes.
Yes. And then this angle A4, the angle between tangent and chord is equals to angle in the other segment. So which angle is A4 equals to?
B1.
B1, and not only B1, also C2. If you know your tan chord very well, you'll see that angle A4 equals to B1 and also C2. And beside A4 ile kana le B1, already she re tseba gore B1 yona ile kana le B1 ile kana le C2 because of the theorem that says angles subtended by the same chord are equal. B1 equals to C2. Actually, A4, B1, C2, all these angles are equal. Am I right? Am I making sense?
Angle C1 le angle A1 Raja is AP.
Oh, Raja Koterna S?
AB.
AB.
John, Asian.
Okay. Raja Koterna S, which chord? AB as a chord. It means A1 equals to D2. In that case, it means A1 is going to be equals to D2.
Number A1 is equals to C1.
Okay. Remember, we want angle A4 to be equals to which angle? To be equals to C1, ne? We want A4. We want A4 to, you know, you are getting out of the triangle. This one, I don't like it. Again, we want the triangle ADE. We want angle A4. Actually, you know what you want, Amagala. You really want angle A4 to be equals to angle C1. So your focus should be on the angle A4 and C1. To already A1 indeed. Agru utzeba triangle. Focus on triangle ADE. Why do you want to get outside of the triangle so easy? We want angle A to be equals to angle C. And which A? A in the triangle ADE, which is A4. And which C? C in the triangle CBA, which is C1. So let's start with what we know. Let's say A4 equals to B1. We say tan chord. Not only B1 fella. A4 is also equals to C2. We have to take that into account. For now, let's just say A4 equals to B1, right? Do you agree that A4 equals to B1? Okay. Okay, now look, A4 equals to B1, ne? We come again, we say B1 is equals to, my God, B1 is equals to C1. B1 equals to C1. We say angles we say angles that are opposite to equal chords. Angles that are opposite to equal chords. Do you guys see that B1 is equal to C1? Level of C1, C1 is the angle which is opposite to AB. Do you see it? And do you see that angle C1? I mean, C1 is opposite to AB, whereas B1 is opposite to AD. Therefore, B1 and C1 are equal. But problem over here can the circumference. Equal chords subtend equal angles. But do you see the chord? Do you see AD?
But now I think now I get confused because the diagram. Tell listen, Tava. If our leveling triangle ABD, which is ABD,
why do you want to look at triangle ABD?
Because those equal chords, they're in triangle ABD. There
is no need. When you apply this theorem, you are not restricted to remain on a triangle. Mapiti, when you apply this theorem, about triangle when the angles they are opposite to those equal chords. Which angle is opposite to C1? Which angle is opposite to side AB? You are not forced to remain in a triangle 18. Which angle is opposite to side AB?
The angle that
it
is
means
opposite to side AB is C1.
It's what? It's C1.
It's C1.
Okay, true. Not only C1, even if you said D2. Now, which angle is opposite to side AD? Which angle is opposite to side AD? Which angle is opposite to side AD? It's B1. It's B1, right? Therefore, these angles are equal. You agree with me? Because why are they equal? These are the angles which are opposite to equal chords. These are the angles which are opposite to the equal chords. The angle telling opposite to equal chords, they are also equal. Ne? Agree the angles they are opposite to equal chords. So they are equal. Do you have any argument on that one? Ooh. Is there any argument that B1 is equals to C1? Is there anyone want to challenge that? B1 equals to C1? Or it doesn't make sense that B1 equals to C1. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Therefore, we can conclude that A4 is equals to C1. B1. We can conclude that angle A4 is equals to C1. Do you agree with me on that one as well? Yeah? Agar A4 illegal B1 again. A4 illegal B1 again. And B1 illegal C1 again. B1 illegal C1 again. Therefore A4 equals to C1.
Nah, I thought I was restricted. Like Akidia triangle ABC. Then Kidia triangle ACD. If Kidia triangle ABD. Likamu tampiki ki include kiskatsila kakwa. So moment kitsila kakwa kifilo ka little triangle jawana disatwan.
Oh, there is no only restriction. We're not knowing angles that are opposite to those chords. You just look for the angles that are opposite to those chords. No restriction. Restriction kuruskaya go angle ya kantle circumference, like going to E. Medium Porsche. So A4 ilikana li C1. And kinto rinyaka ngapi. When you do maths, uswanchu tsibor utragwa chibaini. Ulela gore angle A ilikane angle A ilikane angle A4 ilikane li C1. Ulibelechi this information. You want angle A to be equals to angle C. And A kara ADE, uswanchu e winyake. A kara ADE ki A4. What are going to ronya ka angle D ile kanele angle B. And uswanchu re bono D ki fika triangle ADE. Which D is D3? Do you see it? Is D3 kara triangle ADE. This D yele ngore nyaka angle D yele ngore nyaka ile kanele B. In triangle ADE is D3. And in triangle CBA, that B in CBA is the sum of B1 and B2. And we say, therefore, once you will eventually get there. In this case, you say D3, electrically B1 plus B2, the reason being what? Exterior angle of a cyclic quad is equals to the opposite interior angle. D3 is equals to B. This is the exterior. This is the opposite interior angle. This thing should not be difficult. You see that I want angle D to be equal angle B. I'm going to check how can I say angle D is equals to angle B. You look for a reason, as Sento has said. The reason is that D3, which is outside our cyclic quad. This is the cyclic quad. D3 is equals to B. This one should make more sense. The exterior angle of a cyclic quad equals to the opposite interior angle. Once we have proven that two angles are equal, there is no need to go further. That's enough. You proved that A equals to C. You proved that D equals to B. There's no need to go further. You just conclude that the third angle, which is E, is equals to the other angle. In this case, we talked about C1, we talked about B, E equals to A2. You say the third angle of a triangle. So now you can conclude, you can say, therefore, ADE is similar to CBA. You prove similarity through angles. You check for angles that are equal. And if they start with A, it means A should be equals to C. Wanyaka mabaka ilongora kadirar A, alikaneli C. Wanyaka lebakala ilongora lekadirar D, ilikaneli B. We should be happy on this one, but let's ask question where you don't understand. Let me not be too awkward on you. You can ask question. If these things that I'm talking about, they are not making sense, I'm afraid. Believe you me, if they are not making sense, it means you don't know your theorems.
They are making sense. Hence, I'm saying.
Okay.
They make sense.
They make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, Mapiti.
No, not Nikera. I was confused about the triangles.
Oh, okay, but in whichever treat them, they make sense. Again, may make a sense. Why I'm saying triangle AG is similar to CBA. It makes sense. Amu, does that make sense? Hello.
Yes.
Sure, sure.
100%.
And this thing,
Like, ma,
oh, yes. And sharp. This question, Mapiti, is the simplest. Actually, I'll prove a similarity is the simplest because only idea yagur. Ushetu utbar unyakar engele ifi, ilikaneli engele ifi. It should be the simplest. You force to make a sure angle A, you kanali C. Marauno force fela, uforsa kamaba. You look for reasons. Ushetu utbar A, ushetu utbar wonyaka A. And A ye karga which triangle? Karga ADE. Uswanchu utbar A ya ona kifi. Karga triangle ADE. Obvious A is this one. It's A4. Then we will make a sure we rappelle ilikaneli C using reasons. C karga triangle CBA. So this is triangle CBA. Unyakawar ilikaneli C. C it's C1. So your focus should be here. A4 ilikaneli C1. Usanchu rappelle chokubolela kali angle che. Autulata A1 to kumule chuku sinematat. Wawishe chuki timisha A1 amgalang. Wawishe chunyaka wateka A1 MD. You just want to make unyakar A4 ilikaneli C1. Your focus is limited on A4 and C1. So go to malita bachagao. Leka utomaka A4 li C1. You say A4, you state something about A4. Why Putisher king into its banka A4? You see that, oh, this A4, it's actually equals to B1. This is turn court. Ungalafas in the exam room, or this is what I know. I know that A4 equals to B1. Mara kinyaka or kihumana or A4, ilikanali C1 means I still have to carry on. The only thing that I know when you put A4 ilikanali B1, it means I still have to carry on. Now you say, what do I know about B1? Kitsiva inika B1. You say, oh, I see that B1 is equals to C1. That theorem that states that angles that are opposite to equal chords are equal. 1 hour O, Rona A4 literally C1. Ufikile monya kangoya. Mathematicians, when they solve problem, they already know the pathway. They know how to kiring. Like they have an idea of how can we reach to the conclusion. So you can continue with your discussion. You can do 4.2.2. You can continue discussing 4.2.2. Who was leading the discussion, Hans?
AB squared is equal to DE times BC.
Kintobanya can reprove ayer. And in is the simplest. Actually, 4.2.1, 4.2.2, ausane silo. Is the simplest question. What's a why? It's a follow-up of 4.2.1. 4.2.2 is the follow-up, is the question that comes after. Answer information ya 4.2.1. Let me just do it. If the because meeting ugano Zoom meeting waona unlimited level. Already the triangle in similar. This one. Again, and which one? And which one? And this one. Again, so level L. Arthomekadi angle jagonika. Relay A4 elekanali C1. Right. We talked about that. lebelela ma side are leng opposite to these angles. Look for the side that are opposite to this angle. Artomeka A4. Mapiti, which side is opposite to A is opposite to angle A4? Ulibele chi triangle yona yela ya ADE. Which side?
DE.
Good, DE. Now watoma or DE, you say DE over. DE over. Why go the side which is opposite to C1? Which side is opposite to C1? In the other triangle, in the triangle CBA. Which side is opposite?
AB.
AB. So you say over AB. You say equals to. You go back to the triangle ADE. Whatever angle D3, you now come to D3. Whatever angle D3, they look at the angle in the other triangle. D3 they look at which angle? Actually, angle B. The whole B, right? A. So reatom. Which side is opposite to angle D3? Which side? In our triangle ADE.
Which side is opposite? AE.
AE, good. Over. Which side is opposite to angle B, which was made of B1 and B2? AC.
AC.
AC, good. Equals to, you go for the remaining angle, which is E. The side which is opposite to E in this red triangle, it's AD. So you say AD over. Obviously, I used AB. I've used AC. Obviously, it should be over BC. Ne? This is your first, this is the most important part. Does this one make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Now look.
I tamele reason.
It's simple reason ubelela need because research will prove our similar. That is why 4.2.2 4.2.2 is the follow-up of 4.2.1. The reason here is that this is the we say the opposite angles of a similar triangles are proportional. Okay, what is your reason on this one?
No, from similarity.
From similarity. It's true. It's true, but there must be a reason. There must be a reason.
What are proved? Because of
Our proved Aragan. Aragan prove your similarity. But you can't say proved. Actually, bo. Garbulela kad kirilo chepedi che diribu changor the triangle as keys as key. Bo.
Say proportionality.
Keep proportionality. I agree with you. This is if you say proportionality, it makes sense. But you must say the reason here is that corresponding sides of similar triangle are proportional. Yes. I don't know if I said anything else, disregard it. For sure, it was nonsense. Here we say corresponding sides. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. If you say proportionality, Mapiti, I go with you. Proportionality, I go with you. Ne? Corresponding side of similar triangles are proportional. I agree with you. Now, level Lovana, Bekinya Kodia Soki, Agichogi Pumuchili Wakalelak. That is why I give Exania Kurasha to give the answer. Kenya Kautudia so. Ki level ki prove our AB squared ilikanali DE times BC. So Kiswanichi, Gadimaga answeraka. I need to have DE, I need to have BC. Korawari yeki wanaki simple alionai. ke sepela le DE, ke sepela le BC. Gona kore DE over AB is equals to AD over BC. Ya ba gona ke fa lebaka. Ka reng? Ka corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Actually, this one, you look at CV on your answer. I forget, but you say DE over AB equals to AD over BC. You say corresponding sides of similar triangle are proportional. Why do you pick this one? You are quite sure it can lead you to the answer. It possesses DE and BC. AE over AC. It doesn't have necessary information, that one. So now you say, you cross multiply, you say AB times AD equals to DE times BC. You are actually smiling, okay? It was a cross multiply. AB times AD, AB times AD, DE times BC.
So that it honor for the AB squared.
When we do maths step by step. Agree? We for now, read the say longor. Riasbona or see applicable riasitoka. Ritoka DE, ritoka BC. Agar? Ritoka DE, ritoka BC. Agar? Rona RDE over AB. Elekanali AD over BC. We must do this. This is a must do. I get what you are saying. This is a must do, and a cross multiply, it's a must do as well. We must say AB times AD equals to DE times BC. Now you say the left hand side, it's already satisfied. You are going to focus on the right side. That's when you say, I actually need AB squared. And over given AB squared, I need to remove this AD with AB. So reason why ukatusha AD wabia AB moriona. AB squared. Now AB is equals to AD is given. It's given. AB equals to AD. It's given on your diagrams. You can see it. Here is the sign. AB equals to AD. Now you conclude. You say AB times AB equals to DE times BC, which is AB squared equals to DE times BC. This question, this type of question, it's a follow-up. You should not miss this one. Never miss this one, because you've already proven that the triangles are similar. And on 4.2.1, we were using angles. On 4.2.2, we focus on the sides. We say the similar triangle. What is a similar triangle? What is a similar triangle? What do we know about similar triangles? What do we, yeah, Lering, okay?
I didn't similar angles.
He can get it.
Similar sides.
Okay.
Similar triangles? Wow. I love this guy. Straight to the point. If two triangles are similar, their corresponding angles are equal. Just use, instead of saying congruent, just say equal. The triangle is similar. The corresponding angles, they are equal. Actually, this part here, your corresponding angles are equal. This part here, corresponding angles are equal. Rivere Kishichago 4.2.1. mola corresponding angles are equal. Ke answer 4.2.1. Mo 4.2.2, we say corresponding sides are proportional. Wow, guys, I wish you get this one. Really triangles really similar. Really triangle really similar. Corresponding angles are equal. That is why A4 ilikanali C1, D3 ilikanali angle B. Very kisha the notion that corresponding angles are equal. Now, more 4.2.2, Riverekisha, this one that says corresponding sides are proportional. I want to go about this one, similar triangles, uferiji. There is nothing else. These are the two most important concepts. Corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding sides are proportional, uferiji. This is a similar triangle. So what is a similar triangle? A triangle is said to be similar if corresponding angles are equal. The triangle is said to be similar if corresponding sides are proportional. What is this one? Can you see if corresponding angles are equal? If corresponding sides are in the same ratio. When they say if corresponding sides are in the same ratio, they mean they are proportional. Does it make sense, Mar? Does it make sense? Corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding sides are proportional. If happen usually congruency, similar triangles differ usually congruent triangles. What can you say about corresponding angles, Mapit, in the congruent triangles? What can you say about corresponding angles?
They're equal.
They are equal. What can you say about the corresponding sides, Amo? In a congruent triangle, equal, good. Angles, corresponding angles are equal in congruent triangles. Corresponding sides are equal. But when we talk about similarity, we don't say corresponding sides are equal. We say corresponding sides are proportional. Actually, this one. Or DE over AB, AE over AC, AD over BC, the fact that corresponding sides are proportional. This is what I was doing here. I'm actually saying corresponding sides are proportional. And then, lefitile jwangu question ya 4.1.2. Did you do 4.1.1?
Yeah, we did, but I saw it's not the same as yours.
It should be, I think it's the same, because what's our ring? Okay, can you go on literally? Mokirer, bar prove our DE is parallel to AC. Agar? Jalo nakir. This DE is parallel to AC if AF say no say if AD
4.1.1.
yes, if AD over DB, if AD over DB is equals to CE over EB. Gona maside a, gona DE, it will parallel to AC. What's a ring? If one side of a triangle is drawn parallel to the other side, I mean, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the other sides in proportion. It's only proportionality. So we say the AD over DB ile CE over EB gona go ra gore DE le AC they are parallel. Re ka khumana AD over DB ile le CE over EB gona they are parallel. How much is AD? We are told that AD is 9. How much is DB? We know that is 3. And this is a wrong thinking because ugasino via equal sign usisho na. Actually, nakir in this case we say DE is parallel to AC if you say if. This is not a fact. Nampile wa toma wa calculator AD over DB. Walevelar AD over DB kibukai. AD it's 9, DB it's 3. So AD over DB it's 3. Then walata CE over EB. Walevelar CE over EB. Yona ke bokae gopola re ga dikalekana dilo tše go ra gore CE over EB gopola re ga dikalekana go ra gore the lines are parallel, so you say CE is 12, BE is 4. How much is CE over EB? Is 3. Therefore level agiska tomaka therefore ke a bona gore AD. Yeah, I can say therefore AD over DB ilekana le CE over EB. Therefore, DE is parallel to AC. It's one of the theorems that says if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the other sides in proportion. Level triangle shi. Arrenale triangle ishi. Go karola winale triangle. Guabale line yellow. It's parallel to one side of a triangle. Are there a line here? Real line here. It parallel to this side. Le side they are proportional. If ili A, B, C, mom ili D, moili E. When you have a right to say AB over BC, ili kanali DE over EC. This is a
automatically the lines they are parallel. Or religion lines too, they are proportional.
If the lines are parallel again in a triangle again, the other sides of a triangle are proportional. Line parallel. Riavonar kill line ya AG again. Riavonar kill line ya AG again. So focus retugala this side. Relajama side at this triangle. Retugala side AG. Riavonar kill side ya kamu. Le side ya kamu. Again. Again triangle in elma side ya marar. Artugala the fat side. So when this side 1 and side 2 are proportional. Tugala the parallel lines. Ulatema side amangwe Urma side are proportional. Only if the lines are parallel. What about the other sides are in proportion?
Oh, okay. We have an Ask Tinake as a group.
Yeah. Or you
The time Rediran Trene.
yeah.
Hey, we have an Ask.
Okay, it's fine.
We started by BE over like we started. I know not like the bigger part. You know, we started with the small part.
You
So it
said
gave us 1 over 3
You said BE
over
over
EC
EC. Yalpha 1 over 3.
and A.
A.
BD over A over DA.
A.
So I
Yalpha
want to understand what
Yalpha 1 over 3.
1 over 3 still
A.
A.
Nampile?
So how do we see hore to make a scientific, because when your answer is 3 now,
What you
our
did is
answer is
right.
1.
What you did is right. It's correct.
It's still correct.
It's still correct. Agree? My sides are in proportion. The idea called the sides are in proportion. But you have to carry on. BE over EC ilekanale BD over DA. Therefore, DE is parallel to AC. What you guys did is absolutely correct. It's absolutely correct. That's very great. And you also have to name the reason. What is the reason? If a line is drawn, local proportionality. You guys, most of the time, we have a tendency of just giving the shortcut of a theorem. We just say proportionality.
Prop theorem.
Eh?
Really prop theorem.
Hey, you guys, that's what you guys do. You have this tendency of just giving shortcut, but it's fine. Yeah, if it was me, I would say if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the other sides in proportion. But we are talking one language. It's just I like when things are in full, because really tendency you provide a short reason rather the full reason. Maybe in the long run in your studies, you need to know these reasons. Like tan code theorem. You guys just say tan code theorem. You need to know the theorem in full. The angle between tangent and a chord is equals to the angle in the other segment. Like a side shortcut. But you need to know these theorems in full. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the other sides in proportion. Mary, you guys here, you got total. I agree with you. You got your 3 marks. But I'm curious with 4.1.2. Maybe you guys, you can redeem me here. 4.1.2. How did you calculate the length of DF?
Relay AG
A.
over G. AG
GC.
over GC.
A.
AG over GC.
A.
Is equal to 3 over 4. Then AG over GC is equal to AF over FB.
Yama wanamo. Agir. Yeu taba ki tsiba gefela FG is parallel to BC. FG are not equal. This is a sign for equality. Better. This one. FG. What you're talking about is only when FG is parallel to BC. So what are you conclude FG is parallel to BC? Once your AG over GC, elegantly AF over FB. We apply a theorem hearing if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the other sides in proportion. Why would FG is parallel to BC? Why would FG is parallel to BC? Why would FG? Galer AG over GC elegantly AF over FB. What are FG parallel to BC? Ladumel. What are FG parallel to BC? Agar? gape ntowe sentswe a e kgonege gore AG over GC e lekane le AF over FB mola FG is parallel to BC. Nto bolelang ka yona e kgonega fela ge FG e le parallel to BC. Agere? So wena o tšea kae information ya gore FG is parallel to BC? Why are you saying FG is parallel to BC?
Ke phoso nna ke no assume ke nampile
Yeah.
Yeah.
Le azumile agere. That's my challenge here as well. And now I'm quite sure your assumption is 100% correct. Indeed, FG is parallel to BC. Mara, I don't want to conclude it, especially in topics such as Euclidean geometry, where they say diagrams are not drawn to scale. So I'm not sure if FG is parallel to BC. They must be, FG parallel to BC. I must have a valid reason. Mara katibelo ya matho yona wa ibona FG can it parallel to BC. Mara in Euclidean geometry, avoid assumptions. You must have a valid reason. More on it's clear. I think you are right. FG is parallel to BC, but please avoid assumptions.
Mara, listen, the
Yeah.
theorem ke butse book. Theorem ere ke theorem 1, ne? Ere line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. Yar full stop. Ya explanation come first. Yar a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle divides the other two sides in two sides proportionally. It means even though we didn't prove that thing, it's parallel only on this theorem. You don't have to prove.
You don't. No. Bo. Equal theorem ring. Kabzi vala the first part of the theorem, ne? Vala the first part of only the first part of a sentence. Iring vala the iring.
I have two sentences. I get about the first part of the sentence.
Balaya kama tomu. Wana mola utomileng heading yagao. If
line. Not if line.
Okay, line
drawn parallel to one side of a triangle.
Arieme gona mo. Gora gore theorem ye ke ere. Go swanetse go be le line which is parallel to one side of a triangle. I don't know what you get what they are saying. They say before you can do anything, there must be a line parallel to one side of a triangle. Before to apply any theorem you bolelang ka na mapitsi, pele o tlo apply, there must be a line parallel to one side of a triangle. Agtsirong kushishana o swantse bana o sure gore go ne le line ye leng gore maybe FG e le parallel to what's na go nyola kereng ke theorem ye re bolelang ka yona re ka se apply unless really sure, unless really 100% sure or FG is parallel to BC. That's when we can apply that theorem. Go sabone parallel lines. Skaba leka wa apply this theorem. You must apply it only if they are parallel lines. Like lega thoma mongwadi wa go botsa gore a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. Or a line which is parallel to one side of a triangle. Like, am I making sense, Mapiti?
You are, but with remarks, are we supposed to prove that?
No, that's why I'm saying in this case, ba concludile gore ka nnete FG is parallel to BC already, and that's why I care go ka lebelela it is much clearer or FG is parallel to BC. In most cases, avoid assumptions unless you are sure. Because no fita wa kumana malaina mabedi, wano fita wara parallel. Ongwagano uchar lebaka la gago ke eng? Why uri malaine a parallel? Because no kumana FG ilu kutuko, li BC ilu kutuko wano fita wara malaina parallel. Doesn't make sense. Wangushar kubulela kang. Ona garkano fita garkano choma kaur malaina a parallel. Rutor kumana malaina also. For example, this is still a triangle. This is still a triangle. Let me say A, B, C, D, E. Do you know or mapiti in this case? You can never say AB over BC. Ilikanali ED over DC. Why can't you do this? Why can't you do this? Ulebelechi diagram me. Why you can see the research mapit? Why you can say AB over BC ilikanali ED over DC? Why it's not allowed to do this? One you are ignoring something and get trouble to one something get yeah. Ukaldirang
For the BD sekame.
BDA to Chirabo, Siklam Hokinya Kankago. Why you can say AB over BC, Ilekanali ED over DC. Rosa Tibilba Kalek, Theorem, yeah, are we see it all?
The parallel lines.
Because AE is not parallel to BD. You can never do this. That's truly what did I say? So you can only apply the theorem when you see parallel lines. You can only apply this theorem when you see parallel lines. Can you see the parallel lines? You can't apply the theorem. But for now, that's what the examiner wanted with this question. That's why and what's about once your AG is parallel, once your AG over GC, ilikanali AF over FB is because you conclude in your mind where FG is parallel to BC.
I want a question paper. Kiboni ebona wa cheater wa mtero bona o ngwaleji ona mu FG minera wa bona mu question paper ntsendichi ini metal parallel ka peni e green
that's
minero
bona ba ngwale jagger
I agree
with you. That is why that's why on the question that I've said I mean the solution that I've said. I can only apply this theorem if FG is parallel to BC. Aganya ka level la question paper juang. This is only applicable refela malaina ale parallel. Again. So that's why Menier we won. Akushar okay, whatever message or FG is parallel to whatever Menier whatever you can't apply the theorem unless the lines are parallel.
I'm a recurrent Menier Lena gas diso. Are shumshin come colonelly because of little labo nakama to the parallel mar. Tara sarbucha silo.
What's up tata koreng ki chaba go bona ka matlo ki dila le euclidean geometry I wanna Euclidean geometry. That's where the problem comes. Because the diagrams are not drawn to scale. Wrong. Like like the diagrams are not drawn to scale most of the time. So we need to be careful.
So Lena solution na Lena lesa dika cha matho kirjo.
Solution yaka. Go feel a condition before kitisha solution again. Ki feel a condition. Let me go to the Ricky Mokiro who wait ki save lo wait ne Eriki direso. Yeah, grille applicable only if FG is parallel to BC. This thing that I'm going to do, it's only used if FG is parallel to BC. Okay. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm saying one from the question paper itself. Apply this theorem. So it's only applicable if the lines are parallel. It was just a reminder. What I'm doing here is applicable if the lines are parallel. It's applicable only if FG is parallel to BC. I also said I believe there is an error in the question because nothing informs us that FG is parallel to BC. So that is why many are automatical. That's why many are
So Lena if it's only applicable, I'll say because of
I said applicable only if FG is parallel to BC. Everyone on this path. I get kushisha mutwabu chishitem kuchishor. This theorem. The theorem that you want is only applicable if FG is parallel to BC. When I in the exam room, but information but something here will guide down where FG is parallel to BC. That is why I can many question paper. Okay, sure.
AG
over GC.
Or Miner, Rene AG S Trigal BC F4. So I want to plan ya reprove yang gape without to use it.
Reprove FG parallel to BC.
Since really sure or DE a parallel
to AC. Yeah, what now? Now you are thinking. Now you are thinking like a mathematician. I get what you are talking about. You are saying FG is parallel to BC now. Again, I tried. I honestly tried because Vengas papelu kitimela this question until FG parallel to BC. So I tried, and I couldn't find a way. Yeah, FG parallel to BC. And Mapiti and raise it another issue. Are free marks. Free marks is not enough to prove that lines are parallel and to also make calculations. I can also tell with the marks that there was no need to prove that FG is parallel to BC. So I tried to prove that.
I can
D is parallel to AC. Yeah. Or riska kalimaraka. Retry all means.
because of unjolo horror muke re shota ka DE fela. Yo,
Re shota ka
DE.
re shota
DE. Horror. Ntwe ke e swana le AC over DE
AC over DE.
is equal to BC over BE.
BC over BE. That is why kere line leki line le parallel to le skaldira things like AC over CE. Ye we tlogele, I mean AC over DE. Don't do something like this. Yeki or twi dira motlhang re bolela ka something like a midpoint theorem. There is another theorem which is called a midpoint theorem. Moki nope. Areskaldia AC over DE. Focus here na soncher core. Line le parallel to le. Re kano dira BD over TA, BE over AC. Agarbar if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, line le parallel to le, it divides the other. The other sides. It divides the other sides in proportion. Ro focus on the other side. Agree parallel. Ro focus on this side. I can just call it side 1. Ro focus on the other side. I can just call it side 2. So your focus should be on the other side. Mapis, can you read the theorem again?
Okay. Every line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle.
Line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. In this case, which line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle? Which line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle?
In which triangle?
In this case, I want to actually I can go feel this thing. Go for this thing. Which line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle?
DE.
DE, good. Is parallel to which side? Is parallel to AC. So, go you did the calculation jagao. Avoid the line of AC. Focus on the other sides. Everybody divides the other sides. This side. We are with the other sides of a triangle, which is this side and this side. So you apply proportionality based on these two sides. I get it. It doesn't make sense. Go you apply a proportionality. For example, DE is parallel to AC. What are the side of AB and the side of BC? Does it make sense?
AD the side of EC.
AB the side of BC.
AB over
AB.
Oh, Tawang.
A.
Okay.
Is equal to CB over CE.
AB yeah, Italian AB
AB
yes
over D
over AD. That one hurts me now. I'm sorry to say that. It's gonna go apply this theorem. Sides are parallel. Don't use the sides that are parallel.
I won't say parallel.
You are saying DE, or you wanted to say DB?
C AB
over A.
Over AD. AD.
Over
AD
AD. AD.
is equal.
AD.
Is equal.
AD over. AD over.
Ke thomile ka AB.
Oh, AB. Oh, AB over AD. That is true. AB over AD. That is true. Okay, carry on.
Is equal to CB.
I think you want to say CB. CB. Okay.
Over CE.
True. Mathematically accepted. Mathematically accepted.
So
AB.
AB
Yes.
is equal to 9 plus 3. 9, 10, 11, 12.
AB is equals
12.
to AB equals
12.
to 12. True. 12 over 9.
AG. So AD, more AD are reading into
AF plus FD.
are reading AF plus FD. Are reading AF plus FD.
FD. Okay, now I get what you are saying. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to get? Or you want to solve, you want to solve FD. You want to solve FD. Okay, you are coming with ideas. You are allowed to go further. Yes.
FD plus AF. I get AF plus FD. AF plus
FD. Yeah, King Wadil. AF plus FD
is equal to CB.
CB over
16.
Yeah, CB over CB over 16 over 12. Wait a minute. Let me look at something. Okay, AB over AD. I think something is wrong with the way I'm writing. Or okay, it's fine. You can carry on. It's fine. Up to this far, I can more knitting. Actually, until we drilling up to this far, knitting. Everything is still correct.
So, are thinking do you need more AF plus FD? AF can 9 minus K. I get.
Or AF can 9 minus K. True. AF can 9 minus K. Mara before we'll do that. But before Kadia so why usa solve the expression yagao? Like you say 12 times 12, you multiply both sides. 12 times 12 it's 144. And then you cross multiply.
Oh, I get we can units or can understand it better.
Oh, sharp. A Leo number 144 is still going to be a unit. Okay, it's fine. It's going to be 12 over. I want to give you an opportunity. 9 minus K, again. KAF.
Then FD, since you're FD. Or
K. Plus K, again. You happen over K. K plus K. Agree FG K. K plus K. Yeah. K plus K. You are right. What you are doing is right.
It's right.
K plus K. Agar ki AF ki 9 minus K agar.
RM plus FD.
Or kiskar plus K.
9 minus K plus F.
FG.
Mascara plus K.
What's a why we gonna go plus K? Wa wanna minus K plus K to zero. But logo kai chabela. The truth will remain. Logo kai chabela we via K again. The truth will remain that FG is K. So now we can it's better to put it down. Unkampana hosanya kuli change. Skali change kamuka. Skari AF K 9 minus K. Hongo was fakeli K. Ngampana no rituala la kamuka ili AF le FG. Is safer that way.
Okay, are apply AF
Plus FG.
plus FD.
Okay, one in order x plus y, in order x plus y. For now, in order AF ki x, FG ki y.
X plus y over 12 goes to let x
equals to 16 over 12. Again.
Let y equals to f. Then 16 over
12.
2. Again.
As it 12.
12. Okay.
Equals to 16 over 12.
12 times.
A.
Okay. 16 into x plus y equals to 24. Then divide by 16.
Is equals to 144. 12 times 12 is 144. Cross multiply. I think you have to do cross multiply here.
A. Then I'm putting 12 times 12. Oh, negative times 2. A 144.
144.
Then we divide by
16.
Both sides.
Both sides. I don't have to press a calculator. Ne? I know it's going to be 9. I know it's going to be 9.
Okay.
I don't have to. I know it's going to say x plus y equals to 9.
X plus y equals to 9. Then
and njowi dirang sen zager. Yeah, young katla. It shows you can do a lot. It tells me that you can do a lot. But what's out young, you will come back to the simple truth. Back to the simple truth. Here we have a thing. Wanna relate step or x plus y can 9. Whichever that simple truth here on AF plus FG is 9. You applied all the theorems, right? You come back to the simple concept. Yeah, on AF plus FG is 9. Well, I get relay AF x rar FG get 9. So x plus y get 9. You had to move around just to come back to the truth that AF, when it's added with FG, it's 9. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's carry on. I like that. Actually, can solve a problem get difficult. I'm impressed with your English. But I'm impressed. I can see you want to push. Let's push. X plus y is 9.
So are substitute AF FD
or back to the truth. AF plus FG is 9.
Then Regia AF 9 minus AF then FD in Nushkaku.
Oh, read the FG, the subject of the formula.
Yeah, origins AF is subject of the formula.
Oh, okay. What you are doing is right, ne? Absolutely right. Let me just give you another tip. Sometimes just say, this is my question 1, and you think of how can you create equation 2. Okay, I see where you want to go. Sometimes I get cover AF plus FG 9. Sometimes you say, This is my equation 1. Then you try to make equation 2. Agare equation ye tla be ina le dilo tše pedi tšeo sa di tsebeng. E ina le AF le FD, which you don't know. Agare? So you say, this is my equation 1, but what you did here is absolutely correct. Nothing wrong. I was just giving you another thing to consider. This is absolutely correct. FD ile 9 minus AF. You are right.
I will do more diagram here, like one something.
Okay.
AF. AF, 9 minus K. 9 minus 9 minus K.
Isa gapse ke go bona isa go bušetša ntweng e tee maybe o nyaka gore FD o nyaka gore FD ke 9 minus AF or o nyaka gore AF ke 9 minus FD. Isa tlo re bušetša
K ya rena be re nyakile.
K bo nyakile K.
Ke ra ba re ke mang guy. Ne re nyakile K ya re fa 3.9 something.
What's why le nyakile jwang? Ka go berekisha the idea ya gore AG over GC e lekana le AF over maybe FB. Be le berekishitše ntwela gore FG is parallel to BC. So sentse o nyaka go avoid that one for now. Since a sa tsebe a se sure gore FG is parallel to BC. Let me come with another way of getting the answer. Which is what mathematicians do. They figure another way of reaching to the answer. So it's
FD can go
FD
according to the diagram, 9 minus K.
According to the diagram, FD is 9 minus AF. FD is K. FD is K. It's not 9 minus K. It's K.
I look into it.
I also tried. That's why I'm saying I'm impressed with what you're doing. Mathematicians try. They figure a way out. Mara tip yang wenga ufanyo anakugore. Ganchi ge ba botšiša potšišo. Untielete. Ge ba botšiša potšišo. Va go fa le the information to use. Gona information ye nngwe ya tswelelela ne e tra go thipa. Lebella potšišo ye ya 4.1.2. Uno thoma ka gore AG over GC. Motho wa go thipa gore somewhere somehow when you are trying to solve DF, berekisha the fact that AG over GC ke 3 over 4. Gona ge nkebe sa tlhokege na ka se tla e bolela. A ke tsere wa nkwa na. Motho o thoma ka gore AG over GC equals to 3 over 4. Again? I fetcher calculate the length of DF. Motho a ga fegane go fa this information. O try gore tšea o e berekishe. So the fact ya gore o leader gore ke re AG over GC ke gona go bona re motho o nyaka gore ke re AG over GC e lekana le AF over FB. Ke mmona gore o ya kae. A ke re the type of information they provide is the one that you should use to get the answer. Baga se ba bolela ka velocity wa go nyaka momentum or maybe ba bolela ka something else wa go nyaka. But the information that they provide should be used in getting the answer. Go ka bana ba go fa information in the exam room o sa berekishi. You can tell something is wrong.
So
it's true. Motho na nyaka gore AG over GC e lekana le AF over FB. Bothata a latlha ka gore
Go-
a se go botse gore FG is parallel to BC. Sure.
Go shall or AG over GC, it will send the parallel lines on a move.
Once your AG over GC illegally AF over FB, there must be parallel lines. FG must be parallel to BC. The only way you can AG over GC illegally AF over FB, there must be parallel lines. Or else, yeah. Or you can still war AG over GC illegally AF over FB. FG is parallel to BC. Actually, the only fun right to do that is parallel lines. The fun right to do that is parallel lines. That is why go ka lebella theorem ya mapitsina e bala. Bar mo wena bar a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. Are we pretty sure why the right ga thoma? A thoma ka go no bolela ka a line parallel. Mapits, can you read it again for the last time? Can you read it again for the last time?
Can I converse gona mo understand this?
Okay.
Line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle.
E.
Theorem 1.
E.
So the second, not the second theorem, the converse of that theorem.
Theorem ya go kanana aya felelela ri feleletse. A line drawn a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle.
A line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle.
A right out to a feeling wala.
The other sentence, a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle divides the other two sides proportionally.
Ki theorem you. Ki theorem ya rena you. Ki mathomo maybe as you are saying. Kora wa mona wena wa sa iputse sure why are thoma ka di parallel lines? Why are kgetha go bolela ka di parallel lines pele? Is because what's about theorem ye. And equal re motho wa go botsa gore ke eng e dividang the sides in proportion. Ha go botse gano gore ke eng into dividang the sides in proportion. Or a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle divides the other sides in proportion. Gore ke line le leng parallel. Le le dirang gore ma sides a mangwe are in proportion. It is a line which is parallel, which causes the other sides to be in proportion. Or as the other sides won't be in proportion. What makes the other sides to be in proportion? It's a line parallel to one side of a triangle. I'll come to something. There's something I like.
Okay, but thing is, our K ne, 3.9. It was 3.9 something.
We hoditse jwang? A re thome ka K ya gago. We hoditse jwang?
Re hoditse the time re calculator the first thing.
Mpha step sa gago sa mathomo gone. You know mpha step sa gago sa mathomo.
Re rile BE
over.
Guys, how did?
That way you're not going to get it. Really BE over EC. Agar? Or maybe you guys. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I agree. You can find K. And K DF. Arbon. Who can BE over EC? Illeganally. Oh yeah, you can find K. Who can BE over EC? Illegally BD. I get your argument, Mapis. Illegally BD over DA. Yager? Illegally BD over DA. Yager? Is this correct? Do we agree on this one?
Correct.
So it's going to be 4 over 12 BD ke 3 again. Bothata ke DA kgaitsedi yaka. Wa bona DA ye ya rena ye.
DA ya rena.
Ke 9 minus FD.
DA ya rena is AF plus DF.
Which is gona DA ya rena ke AF plus DF.
A, which is, listen, before we continue, I think somewhere we need to fix. I think we all know what AD is 9, ne? So it means A 9 ya rena, it will include the AF and DF.
True.
So we're gonna say 9 minus DF, or 9 minus DF.
What's ba
Because we all
unyako solve DF figure. Unyako solve DF figure. What makes sense now is to keep DF. Ukanor.
Hence I'm saying 9 minus DF.
Ingi 9 minus DF. AF. AF. What are we like AF?
DA, our D.
Our DA ke 9. DA gas change ba budi ke 9.
DA rena ra tseba gore ke 9.
Ye kabang 9 minus FD ki AF mapitsi. Ye kabang 9 minus FD ki AF.
9 minus 8D.
Ye
No,
kabang
I get we minusing the whole length, the whole distance there, DA, reach DF.
What are khumana AF? Kintu ke bolelang ka yona. What are unyaka the part of AF? Or agar the long distance is from A to F. Agar goncha party ushechi fela ka AF. Once you say 9 minus FD, you are talking about AF.
Mare tlo re fa karabo ya AF nje.
Yo go fa AF. Orar unyako change AF ye urke 9 minus FD. Agar AF ye. And then still usanchungwale DF rat. And then agar urke 9 minus or 9 minus DF nampilo war AF utungwala buka utunungwala AF itlo go ralukisha na watsa ke bone kang we are having two unknowns. The problem is that renality unknown cheped which is FD le AF. So naki bone gore we need to solve it. If there is any way we can solve it, it should be simultaneously, because you have got two unknowns. You have got AF, you don't know AF, and you also don't know FD. Ne? So you have got two unknowns, and Ronyaka solver DF, in this case, Mapiti, ukaleka remove AF. Ukanyaka kapeka method to solve a variable, we must remain with that one variable. So rekanoring DF akine botata le yona. Kinya ko keeper, agri kinya ko solver. Ki lo leka go remove AF ye. So AF nkai eki substitute nkai substitute kang. AF ikaba eng. AF ikaba 9 minus FD. Wow.
Minus we're gonna have
9 minus FD. Now the problem, now look at the problem now. The variable itself that you are trying to keep, the variable itself that you are trying to keep, it collapses. FD minus FD plus DF is 0. So you are now you are because when we share this variable, it remain on the expression. Uleka solve FD agar. So go leka solver FD o duma gore e phele e le gona on the equation. And this thing makes sense. Go ka lebella this one e ruta lo tše dintši. A ke rile re na le AF plus FD SDA ya rena. A ke re ke AF plus DF. A ke so ge re nyaka go solver DF. Ge re nyaka go solver DF, re swantse re make sure gore DF e phela e le gona. Ye re ka e removang ke AF. So valo AF yona ke bokae? Re re AF re ka re ke 9 minus FD. Does it make sense that one? Or AF ke 9 minus FD? Yeah? It does make sense. Only a serious problem. Agar AD kam kashi. Ki from A to D. Ki AD. So ho nyaka AF. Ujia AD ela. Wan chapati o sign ya king. So re agree or AF ke 9 minus FD. And then a DF ye, a we did a sale, o leka go repeal il hona, cartiono legango is solver. Now, oops, your variable it's gone. Minus FD plus DF is going to create 0. You're going to be left with 4 over 12. Ilikana little over 9. So you can solve DF. So re-agree our Captain concluded this guy was supposed to tell us that FG is parallel to BC. Askanya ko renari azume or FG is parallel to BC. He was supposed to just state it. Maybe
we delay a converse.
Yeah.
Maybe we delay a converse. I get
Gale erugu tshushe kai converse. Erugu rebolele kai converse, ne? Moki I want to converse here kai applyang. Because the converse iri, what converse was a very kishije kai mapiti. Geridira 4.1.1. We actually used the converse of a theorem. You more very kishije the converse because converse was a ring lebele. Artomeka at the original theorem, ne? Before you converse. Before you converse. Renele right mo. Renele agir DE. Renele right ya or AB over BC. Ilikanali AD over DE. King into fang right. Ki the parallel lines. Agir? Enjoy the AB over BC, illeganally AD over DE, ki the parallel lines. So, leveler volrere. Rereucano humana, ilogor abago bucha, or malaine a parallel. Asebago buchi, or malaine a parallel. Ager? You abago budicha or AB over BC. Illeganally AD over DE. Must this guy is talking about the converse of that theorem? The lines are parallel. The sides are in proportion. The lines are parallel. What are the sides in proportion? The sides in proportion. The lines are parallel. Vice versa. If lines are parallel, sides are in proportion. If sides are in proportion, lines are parallel.
The main, it's making sense.
Yeah.
The statement is this diagram basering. Maybe we missed something there.
If the sides are in proportion, if these sides are in proportion,
it means we have parallel lines.
We have parallel lines. Good. That is the converse, ne? That is the converse. if sides are parallel, go ra gore eng Mapitsi?
The sides are in proportion.
Yeah, if lines are parallel, the sides are in proportion. Good, you got it. And then we can come back to this statement then. What is it that we are missing?
I cannot check it. Maybe we missed something.
Oh, the information itself. It's just say ABC, AD is we see that everything ya bolelang ka yona mo godimo ra e bona. Motho o dirile phoso. Motho o dirile phoso. FG is parallel to BC.
Maybe ka gore o bone gore the first proportion of question 1 it's in proportion.
Nampile?
And conclude le number 2 it go by in proportion. Kera yena, not us.
The guy is a mathematician, I know. He can't think like that.
Mara is wrong.
No, now Unova a message to provide full information. That's the only thing ye by message. They missed. I get go na le ntho tse ba di bitsang gore ke di rata Mapitsi. O tlo khumana le maniere ke sho o lebeletse the errata. Errata is something ye leng gore ge question in a mistake. O khumana le gore ba phoshulutse the mistake on the errata. Ba o khumana le gore ga lebella errata ya montsha gore FG is parallel to BC. Gore ba dirile mistake wa go state gore FG is parallel to BC. And this one I can bet with my cash that they missed that FG is parallel to BC. Not actually missed, but paletše go provide the information or FG is parallel to BC. Maybe go ka lebella errata o tlo go mane bontšha gore FG is parallel to BC. This is not a final exam. These guys, they make mistakes. I know. Especially if it's not a final exam. But did I pause?
Can we continue if there's a continuation, or let's call it a night?
Can we continue with?
If was another question, GD or
it's a night. I think it should be we have been here. It's now 11:32. These guys, they're going to tomorrow. Senso udia wangwala na.
They submit after submit sale or now to drink since one renwala was asked class and result question people.
Oh, don't be surprised. You're gonna tell FG is parallel to BC. I won't be surprised. The question paper you will find on FG is parallel to BC. So I can bet the question will be like that. If I had the minutes, which I have, but the problem my phone is off. I was going to call another teacher, is my friend. Even if I call this time, was not going to be that angry. So he was going to tell me that FG is parallel to BC. Every sound mathematician will confirm that FG is parallel to BC.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I wonder Ramagelang Ukayen for sure. Amagelang one humula two. It's unlike you. Yeah, no wonder. But she says she's still here. Amagelang. Yeah, only that thing. Salano anudula online. Yeah, again. Yeah, wishing Gadula. That take
question mafelelo.
Hey, chai. I want to send to me telechiso.
Siyabonga. Now I learned a lot today.
Mina yang question one mo. Yeah, I guess Jenna can overlay which be fair.
Sharp.
Or say question 2. Not question 1.
Question 2.
Minare, most second difference would go the 4, can in the 4, then below or determine since it offer two values, just which appear or
Oh, very quadratic agar. Already what are muki 4? Limuki 4.
Okay.
And what are muki 11? Am I right? It's 11, eh?
11, then 11 plus 4 is 15.
Yeah, limuki 15. Limuki 15. What are musmo itaba 3? Itaba 3 again. And valo what are muitaba 5? This is for babies. This is for babies.
Drake, you know, Drake.
Yeah, but Chacha Kuru sent you Tome Kufas. If when you if you chiga ngamager, bo, if when you kono chiga ngam, but Chacha Kuru kya kushishi.
Minere. La one or 2.2.1. The K value, the value K, 1 over 3, 5. So R is a set of integer. So 1 over 3, 5 lonic integer.
1 over 3 is not an integer. We did this.
5 integer.
5 integer. The integers kiche negative numbers, positive numbers, as well as 0. That 1 over 3, we say it's a rational number. It's a rational number, yeah. A number that can be expressed in a fraction.
So besides it, your statement some took says as I examine, says I case the element of integers. Again, or term number, it's always you consist of the whole numbers. Again.
Examiner is very smart actually. What's our solve K humana 1 over 3 again? Yung humana 5 again. So unyaka wena muchagor answer ya niti K equals to 5. Lebaka kuri ye asi integer. Why tlogela di answer in chaga? Why or this is not part of the solution. Answer na K 5. Very smart. This is how they ask their question actually. This one is very smart. Ufa solution kiche page. Marugu buchagor kinyaka yelling integer. Wararura 1 over 3. Sharp. How's a name?
Yes. The molecular
just be patient with me, especially with physics and chemistry. Just be patient with me. I'm still looking at the molecule. Enough. It's limited, but I'm kito respond. Respond. And then Mapitu Salmo. Rsa go potse ka pela maybe re ka lebella question e la gago ya the function grafela o reng wa draw ya gan o sa go pola re neileng
re ko ke o fa yona ke o sendetse yona via WhatsApp re ke tsene WhatsApp-ong ya gago. Neri f of x is equals to 2 sine
f of x equals to 2 sine
into x minus 30.
into x minus 30
plus 1. Close bracket plus 1.
plus 1. Sharp. R level the x value. What is happening to the values of x? And lower the x maybe before parent graph agreed to amount 0 and 0. Ya 10 90 and 1. Ya 180 and 0. Ya 10 270 and negative 1. Ya 360 and 0. Again, this is the parent graph. So this is our new graph. What's happening to the values of x? Look at the x values. What is happening to values of x? There is a shift. Shift where? The values of x are shifting, not to the right. To the right. What are I to tomorrow 0 now? You're tomorrow 30. Agree shifted to the right. You're tomorrow 30. Yeah, 10 120. I'm just starting with x. Yeah, 210. I'm just shifting this thing 30 units to the right. That one makes sense. Ne? Now, area with the values of y. What is happening to the value of y? There was a change in the amplitude. Again? There was a change in the amplitude. What's happening to the amplitude? Obviously, Roger 0 multiply 2 again. If we say plan to delay, Rafeta Radiang, what type of a shift is this one? Plus 1 year. What type of a shift is this one?
It's this one. It's a vertical shift.
Which shift upward or shift downward?
This one is shift downwards.
Yes, good. So what are 0 times 2 minus 1? The value stated such a y. 0 times 2 minus 1. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 minus 1 minus 1. 1 times 2 minus 1, 1. 0 times
slow down. Only 0 times 2 plus 1
minus 1. Are you shifting downwards? You said it's a downward shift. Yeah, fast. So now 1 times 2 minus 1, 1. 0 times 2 minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 times 2 minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. 0 times 2, 0 minus 1. 30, 120. Skamakala lokiti makitima. Maybe kijare churobal. 210. 210. Yekin get 360. It can't be 360. It get 300. 390. Re x is 30. Y ki negative 1. Re x is 120. Y ki 1. Re x is 210. Y ki negative 1. Re x is 300. Y ki negative 3. Re x is 390. Y ki negative 1. This is the graph.
Yo, what was my problem? I didn't know where the graph can cross from a starting point can cross the x-axis. So I was fighting where it has to be under the x-axis.
So
that's why I know some people.
Fast. When can't you go to the metsager? Uno apply the principles level our reaction gauge. You apply the principles. Uno apply mathematically accepted laws. And njobi tlhokwa mo ke wa tsaya ba tlo re mo go wena jwalo. Ba tlo re re di nyaka high and low, the x-intercepts. Ba bona mo re tsebe ke bokae akere? It's a must show. It's a must show. O tsebe x-intercepts ka metse re tloga re di nyaka. So o swantse graph ya go e direile so o swanetse re bontshe gape le gore x-intercepts ke bokae. Ha wa fetch. Because the x-intercepts re di nyaka high and low. Again. But that one is for another time. I will show you the other time where na re ka khumana jwang di x-intercept. Ntwenga o tlogelang ka yona ke gore go nyaka the x-intercepts, you are going to let y to be 0.
And then reverikisha again.
Equation yona ye. Ye batla ba file yona. Oh, arc sine.
And then reverikisha that arc sine. Yeah. Okay. No, I thank you.
Okay, sharp. For sure, since a ku selo mo. Wa ku share go dira ga mo. If wa ku shisha mo le parang fanak.
Ka kwishisha ke re dutse yes ne go sonna last year entry.
Oh, a ona o le par. O sharp.
Okay, bye.
Bye.